Rezyl Azzir. War without end. Ascori's ambush. His foot pressed hard to the sun-cracked ground. Beneath it, the vandal's neck gave. A hiss of ether burst free before dissipating. Rezyl turned. 3 dregs charged. Their captain raised his shock blade high, unleashing a battle cry to fuel their courage. Focused fire spit from the muzzle of Rezyl's full auto. The dregs fell. To the captain, Rezyl was a trophy that would buy unmatched respect amongst his devil brothers. To Rezyl, the captain was already an afterthought, as ether leaked from below the pirate's broken body with each blow of Rezyl's heavy fist. Rezyl's attention had shifted to the unknown, but inevitable battles to follow. This was the state of things, conflict as common as breath. The Tuscan Valley encounter. A ketch with unfamiliar markings hung low between 2 peaks, a rare sight. Fallen flagships weren't known to linger so close to the surface, preferring constant motion like sharks on the hunt. Skiffs circled below the ketch as their crews prepared to plunder any treasures the facility held. Rezyl leveled his rocket launcher. A digital ping signaled a lock, and a trail of smoke shot towards the lead skiff. 2 more rockets followed in rapid succession. The lead skiff took 2 hits, lurched and retreated back towards the ketch above. The 3rd rocket caught a trailing skiff as the craft turned to engage its attackers. Rezyl looked back. Go! You can't take a ketch alone, Hassa laughed. The ship isn't my target. Rezyl had a plan. Hassa hated Rezyl's plans with equal parts envy and concern. Lead the skiffs away, he continued. We'll meet. Can't meet if you're dead, Tover shot back. Rezyl smiled beneath his helm. Go. Hassa and Tover throttled their sparrows and disappeared into the heavy woods. Rezyl watched from cover as the skiffs gave chase. The fallen below had taken defensive positions. The rocket attack caught them off guard, but they were ready now, and there were more of them than he had time to count. Rezyl raced down the slope, weaving between the thick growth of brush and pine, and on a direct path for the fallen clustered at the mountain's base, his ghost at his side. I need you to hang back. Trust me. Always have. How quick can you light my spark? You expect to die? Can't say that's the... How quick? Quick. Be ready, for you'll know. Rezyl's ghost slowed as the Guardian hit the valley floor. The fallen opened fire. Rezyl leapt from his sparrow as it transmatted away, his rifle spraying lead at the entrenched pirates. The fallen's arc bolts peppered Rezyl. Eager dregs rushed and were met with death as Rezyl marched forward. A massive blast cratered the ground a few feet from the Titan. The ketch had turned its guns on Rezyl. Another blast impacted Rezyl's left, and he stumbled. A 3rd exploded directly in his path, and Rezyl fell. From the tree line, his ghost watched as the fallen celebrated.